Morning, Mustangs. It's Mr. Wormuth. I had some questions about why things weren't working on the gray day instructions, and I really didn't know why, so I had to look. There were a couple things that were affected by dates. I think my dates hadn't been changed. This was an assignment that we were going to do later in the semester, and I just kind of moved it up, and I forgot to check the dates. So the dates should be working now. If you look at the gray box, the gray day box for Thursday, April 2nd, says that you are going to write an essay or start writing an essay today. You don't have to do the whole thing today. It's up to you. You're going to write an essay about Bilbo. So I started off by saying, think about him being a hero. And we talked about him being a hero in class before we were canceled from the pandemic. What I would say is if you like the word hero, go with it. That's great. I wouldn't use it first. It'd be my third choice because I think by the time the story wraps up, it's easier to point to him being a hero. You can point to different things throughout the story, but it's just one word, one example. You need three. In the middle of this gray box, there's a click here for the assignment. And there's not a lot of information there because I think it's pretty straightforward. You're going to write an essay about Bilbo, and you're going to pick three words, three character traits that you think best describe him. And so there's two links. I've added a second link, and I don't know if Outline was linked before or not, but it is now for you to follow. So the first link, if we click on list of character traits, takes you to this page. And as you can see, there's, 50 different words there maybe. You can come up with your own, but there are three words here guaranteed that you can use to write a pretty good essay about Bilbo. So as I just kind of scan through here, let's see if it'll make the circle. It was making the circle earlier. I haven't figured this thing out yet, but I'm trying. I'm going to learn. So as you go through the list from the top, afraid, is Bilbo afraid in the beginning? Yeah, probably. There are times you could point to where he's afraid. Is he angry? Not really angry. I wouldn't say that. Artistic? No, that doesn't really apply to him. Athletic? That doesn't really apply to the story, I don't think. Awesome? Yeah, but that's kind of general too. Is he beautiful? I'm sure in a Hobbit way he is beautiful, but probably not the best word for us. Bold? There's a good word. He is bold. When he has to save the group from the trolls or the spiders, that would be a good example word or a good trait you could use. Bored? I don't think he's ever bored. Bossy? I think Thorin's bossy, but not Bilbo. Brave? Sure, there's a good word. And as you go through the list, you'll find others too. Brilliant? Maybe. Calm? Probably not the best word. Let's see. Curious? I don't think curious really works either. How about embarrassed? Are there times when Bilbo's embarrassed? Probably. Yeah, I think so. In the beginning, at least. Is he greedy? With the ring? Probably. He doesn't tell anyone about that ring for a long time. Doesn't want to tell anyone. Kind? Sure. Lazy? Maybe in the beginning. Lonely? He's lonely for home, that's for sure. But either way, you get the right idea. You should pick out three words that you like. If you don't see a word that you like and you want to come up with your own word or words, that's fine. If you want to shoot me an email and ask if those words work, I'm happy to reply to your email too. So there's the first part. Pick out three words that work for you. So I'm going to go back to the assignment page now. And then I have a link for an outline. If you click on the link for the outline, what it will probably do, it's doing it for me now. I don't know if it'll show up on your screen, but it's giving me a download option. Since it's a file, it's not a page. I clicked on this earlier. I made another video and it wouldn't show up. I'm like, what's going on? It wants you to download it. So if you click on the link at the bottom, what should happen is, go ahead and click on it. It should open up something that looks like this. And I'm going to make this a little cleaner. Enable editing. I don't know if you'll have to do that or not, but this is the same kind of outline that I have used on and off throughout the year. Let me make it a little bit bigger. The same rules that apply. So the front side on the left is the outline itself. The back side on the right with the boxes here, that's where you would write. If you want to print this off and hand write some stuff down before you start typing your essay, that sounds awesome, do it. There's no way to really turn that in, so it's just for you organizing your thoughts and preparing for your essay. If you want to go straight to typing, I'll never know the difference, so that's up to you. The next thing, there we go, is what I would normally say in class. If you want to use my introduction, you can. I would rather read your own introductions, though, like your own original introductions. As long as you're introducing the story and Bilbo, and then previewing the 3 traits you're going to talk about, that will make for a really good introduction. Okay, so you can use that if you want. You may tweak it a little bit, make it work for you, that's fine, or you can use it word for word. A, B, and C of the body are paragraphs 2, 3, and 4. Follow the instructions here, tells you what to write, where to include certain things. There's an example here. For example, the first trait I could use is annoyed, because Bilbo was pretty annoyed in the beginning with all those dwarves coming into his house unannounced. But you also need to include something specific from the story. Okay. Please include page and chapter citations as you discuss your examples. So these are the specific references that we've talked about before and we've used before in our stories. Probably most recently with Peak, showing page numbers or chapters where things happen. So tell me which trait you select or which character trait, which word you think applies to Bilbo. You may even need to explain what that means and give examples, and then also include page or chapter citations throughout your essay. The last thing is your conclusion, and I try to just set up here how that might begin. As all these traits, trait 1, trait 2, trait 3, I would want you to put your traits in there: annoyed, brave, heroic, whatever your choices are, not trait 1, trait 2, and trait 3. Spell those out, okay? And then that is that. Okay? This essay is due as a first draft on Wednesday. Let's see if I can get back to that page. Of next week, which is Wednesday, April 8th. Okay? So tomorrow, what you see, I'm going to go back to that page too. You can submit your work here. There'll be a blue submit button up in this corner, just like usual for you. Go back to the gray day box. Yeah, Wednesday, April 8th, that's next week. Plenty of time to write an essay. You can do it all today if you want. Put it off tomorrow. You can do it over the weekend. I'll remind you again on Friday, on Monday. But that's what I was going to point out the blue box. How's the essay coming along? So the blue days, I'm not supposed to give you assignments, but I may ask you to think about certain things. Here's maybe where the confusion is. I picked 3 traits. I put that down here for some reason in the blue box. Maybe you're just thinking about it up here, but I'll try to move that and make that look a little better. There's also a link here for discussions about the Hobbit. That's something you can do today, tomorrow, the weekend, next week. Doesn't really matter to me. Just think about the essay being due on Wednesday. Always read through the entire week, all the blue and the gray boxes whenever you have a week assignments, and maybe that'll help you to kind of organize your time and figure out when you should do things. If you have questions, ask. Sorry for any confusion. Like I said, this is new for all your teachers too. It's new for me. Even making these videos is really weird, but we need to better at it. So, thanks for the questions, Joey and Micah. If there are more questions out there, please ask. And that's it. Good luck. Have a great day.